Welcome back to another FPL video. Hopefully you had a good weekend and a good start to the FPL season. I can tell you I have had the most terrible start, and at the end of this video I'll show you how bad the season actually have started for me. But in this video I'll take a quick look at the best players to transfer in. I also added some of the best differentials. So let's have a look. First out is Ekitike, and no surprise had a really good game in game week 1, smashed it, goal and assist. Liverpool have tough fixtures coming up, playing against Newcastle in game week 2 and Arsenal in game week 3 before a really good game against Burnley, but I actually think that their attackers are fixture proof, and I think that Ekitike is the first choice number 9 for Liverpool at the moment. In this graphic I have him as an 8.6 forward. At the moment he's actually 8.5, but he will definitely rise before the game week 2 deadline. So if you're interested in a price rise, go grab Ekitike 8.5 and he will potentially start most games for Liverpool. The midfielder in this list is Saka. He actually hasn't played yet. He is playing late on Sunday against Man United, but in game week 2 Arsenal, they have a really good fixture against Leeds. So I think that Saka is the best captain option for game week 2. So Leeds in game week 2 at home, then they have a tough game against Liverpool, but this can be a game with a lot of goals, and if Arsenal score, Saka will hopefully be involved. In game week 4 they're playing at home against Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest defense is really highly owned in FPL at the moment. I've seen a lot of teams with double, even triple ups from their defense. They have Sells, Williams, Murillo, Milenkovic, Aina. So if you have an Arsenal player and they score, this will probably be really good for your rank. So backing Arsenal to score against Nottingham Forest can potentially be really good for our ranks. So I will keep Saka most probably. Of course, I will see how he does in game week 1, 2 and 3, but I really like the idea of wiping out that clean sheet against Nottingham Forest. So the defender on the list is Ait Nouri. Of course, there's always a risk involved picking players from Man City. There will potentially be some rotation, but Ait Nouri, he looked really good in game week 1, picked up defensive contribution for his 15 defensive contributions or 15 cibits for Ait Nouri. He did not get an assist in this game, didn't really look that attacking, but we know what we can expect from Ait Nouri. We've seen this from the games he played last season for Wolves. He is a really good technical player, so he will contribute with attacking returns as well. So if he can get attacking returns, cibits, and we saw in the first game for Man City that they kept a clean sheet as well. So Ait Nouri can potentially be a really explosive asset going forward. I will not be surprised if he goes up to 6.1 before the game week 2 deadline. So if you need a new defender, Ait Nouri is a really good option at the moment. So top differentials ahead of game week 2. Sorry, he actually hasn't played his game yet. This is recorded Sunday morning before the Chelsea Crystal Palace game. It's a bit surprising seeing Sar's ownership only at 5%. He was really popular last season and did well. I think that his ownership will go up in the coming game weeks. As mentioned, only selected by 5%. Tough game in game week 1, but they play against Forest, Aston Villa, and then they have a really good game against Sunderland in game week 4. So if you need a midfield differential, Sar could be a good option. Another player that definitely will see a price rise ahead of game week 2, and I think that's same with Sar. A lot of FPL managers got scared because of the game week 1 fixture against Liverpool, but in game week 2 Bournemouth, they have a really good game against Burnley at home. Tough game in game week 3 against Man City, but I think that Bournemouth showed in game week 1 that they and their attackers are close to being fixture proof. In game week 4 they have a good game against Brighton at home. So Semenyo, 7 million. I will not be surprised if he actually reaches 7.2 before the game week 2 deadline. The defender differential on this list is Fabian Schär. Talked about the Newcastle defenders. Livramento got a clean sheet and played well in game week 1, but I would stay away from Livramento, to be honest. Lewis Hall is waiting on the bench, so I definitely think that there will be rotation for Livramento and Lewis Hall. Trippier is there as well, so I would definitely go for Fabian Schär. The most nail in that Newcastle defense at the moment is on some set pieces. He was really close to getting defensive contribution points in game week 1, so I think that at the moment Fabian Schär is actually a really good option. Tough game in game week 2 against Liverpool, so this transfer can potentially wait until game week 3. Then they have Leeds away and Wolves at home in game week 4. Wolves did not look really good against Man City in game week 1, so having a Newcastle player for that fixture could be really good. So as mentioned and as promised, I will take a quick look at my team so far. It's Sunday morning, so I still have some players left. I really need them to perform. So far, only Van de Ven with 6 points have delivered a return clean sheet to my team. Van Dijk, he actually got the defensive contribution points, but they conceded 2 goals, so only 3 points for Van Dijk. Diouf, only 1 point for him, and I have Jared Bowen in that same fixture, my captain. Really disappointing, losing 3-0 against newly promoted Sunderland. I didn't really expect this, so this has been a big spanner in the works for me and the start of this FPL season. I have Saka still to play. Marmoush was benched, really surprising, and of course really disappointing for my FPL team. Reinders, I've seen a lot of talk about Reinders. He did well. He was the player to target if he didn't want Haaland. So 1 goal, 1 assist from Reinders. I think that he should be a good option going forward as well. I have Cole Palmer, my vice captain, should have captained him, and Wirtz. He looked promising in times in the first game in game week 1, but he blanked. Up top, Jared Bowen, as mentioned, really disappointing, 2 points in the captaincy, made it 4. Watkins blank, and I have still Mateta left to play. I was actually planning to play my bench boost in game week 2. I have Esri Konsa, he got a red card, so I need to figure out how to solve this. I will post another video ahead of game week 2 with my team selection, an updated watch list and a captain selection, so if you're interested, subscribe to the channel for more FPL content.